Separately notified board, petition number 1, SCA 8065 of 26 Vaibhav.
Please, Minister.
My lord, it had fallen from the honorable court. And this is the tentative order.
Have you shared with all? Any suggestions?
But my lord may permit me to read it. Let's
All
see the ingress submission. I have just given this. It is submitted by the petitioners at OSAT. It is submitted by the petitioners at this stage of the petition that they are ready and willing to make the representation before the concerned district panchayat with all the details as prescribed in Annexure A. After carrying out due verification of the relevant document records, the concerned district panchayat shall send a proposal to the state government, which the Panchayat Rural Housing and Rural Development Department may consider in accordance with law. Said direction is issued without going into the merits of the matter. And we got this thing printed so that last time what we faced, details incomplete, going back and forth, timely not complied, not considered, and then somebody enters who has left the service
they
for
will have
10
to
years.
fill up all the petitioners have to fill up this form.
Yes.
And they
give
will
it
have to submit
district-
this to
the
the
district
concerned district
panchayat.
panchayat.
District Panchayat will verify everything and forward it to the state government because we get all the information as required in terms of the format. And it will be all uniform. It will be so that everything can be uniformly examined. Last time what we faced, my lord, was so many petitions, my lord, all over. One went this way, some details given, some who had left service for 10 years, coming back after the order passed by the Honorable Court. It was a complete mess. And this we got from the department. We told the department only to give this to us so that we are now clear on all pages.
That's so
Ultimately, the details are to be verified. There is no doubt about it. There is no dispute about it. Certainly, when we are asking something for they have to check our credentials. There is no doubt. What my learned senior has come up in the morning is that the court has not gone into the merit of the case. We are willing to make a representation, and they may the second last line. The department may consider in accordance with law. My lords, my humble submission is the first matter and all the other matters. We are saying that we are exactly similarly situated candidates to the Annexure A dated 25th July 2024 passed by the Learning Coordinate Bench. They have considered, the Honorable Bench has considered the case. On that day, 40 and more matters were there. It has attained the finality, reached up to the Honorable Apex Court, and it has attained the finality. Therefore, my humble submission is that for verification, what was falling from this honorable court, that the time-bound manner, that we would give our credential and all the details to the respective panchayat in a time frame that the panchayats will forward the same to the state government in a. But my lords, what is coming that this is the representation to be made, this to be decided by the my lords.
We will little bit modify this.
For that, may I suggest this wise? The order at Annexure A, what we are relying upon, Annexure A 25/7/2024. Annexure A, my lords, in any of my matter.
2024.
Any of the matter, the Annexure A.
Yes.
25/7/2024 is the order passed by the Learned Coordinate Bench dealing with the very same issue, which has attained the finality. My humble submission is, if it is just, I may, Honorable Bench may pardon my words, if it is humble submission is, if the order on same line can be passed, following with the condition giving the frame line. Giving the frame line કે અમે લોકો આટલા સમયમાં પંચાયતનો અપ્રોચ કરશું. પંચાયત may be given reasonable time to verify our record.
Can we say like that?
Right.
All the petitioners. Just a second. All the petitioners are permitted to approach the concerned district panchayats with
the details, the form which my learned seniors have,
along with the copy of the decision of 25/7/2024
my lords,
and the same shall be then forwarded to the other side, the state, and state shall, while complying the direction of this court, before that they will verify all the details that you submitted. That
My lord, most importantly, there were two issues which were never before the single judge. A large number of them are working under a mission, National Health Mission, and the break in the service. So factually, perhaps that judgment may be applicable to some, may not be applicable to all. Therefore, we said, if it's a judgment of this honorable court, it remains binding on us. Whatever decision we take today, 3 months later, 4 months later, if it does not meet with the requirements, they are bound
I
to
only
say
say-
that you have not followed it.
No, I only say that the state shall decide their representation and the details, keeping in mind the guidelines or the direction issued by this court. If you feel that out of these 100 petitioner, if 20 petitioners are not falling within that, you distinguish that and pass an order rejecting them.
No difficulty on that.
So first of all, the endeavor is to have a collective details.
Collective details, and my lord,
So
they want an
probably
observation.
after they approach you with all the requisite details by you, you can, if you find that they are not falling within the lines of 25/7/2024, you can pass an order distinguishing the fact
Correct.
why you are not given.
Absolutely. What
All
they
right.
want, my lord, is an order from this court that they are similarly situated. We are giving the details, but consider it. Now, my submission is slightly different.
No, I am not now.
That
I am
is-
not giving any finding of similarity.
Yes.
That is kept
That
open
is
to you. But
kept
I will
open to
say
me.
that
Yes.
while deciding those detail and verifying the details,
Keep
while
this,
passing,
this order in mind. No difficulty.
25/7/2024.
yes,
That is
No
annexed
difficulty.
in
No difficulty.
page 28.
in any
Page
of my
20.
matter annexed.
Right, this can be passed.
Justice my order.
Yes.
Justice.
Chal. Lakho ek kar.
Whatever.
All the so and so. Heard learning of so and so.
Only
No, my lord,
Therefore,
my lord may be plain.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Ji. Only a humble request is, if it is coming in a way of representation, it would certainly create unnecessary difficulty on the part of the petition.
Not representation. They will have to challenge so as to give benefit in line of this judgment. If they, by scrutinizing the details, if they find there is a distinguished things, so by reason order, they will have to say that you are not given benefit of this order.
My lord,
I'm
we
on that,
don't
sir.
want, my lord, let me be, my lord, let me place before the honorable court the apprehensions we have. My lord, when the honorable court will direct, be pleased to direct that in terms of the details furnished, the state government through the district panchayat, after due verification, will examine whether the petitioners are similarly situated to the facts and the petitioners of writ petitions number so and so as approved up to the Honorable Supreme Court, in which case they would be entitled to it. But, my lord, what we apprehend is that in the event, my lord, we pass an order pointing out distinguishing features, my lord, they would allege contempt if it comes by way of a direction that they are bound by this.
No.
It will be open for us to examine and
That is what
find
I
out.
said. That is. Let me pass it on. No. All these batch of petitions having common grievances and prayers with regard to treating their initial service on ad hoc basis as continuous service with their regular service pursuant to their appointment on regular basis for all the purposes, including for the purpose of pay, leave, promotion, pension, and all other consequential benefits, and also payment of arrears of pay and allowances. Full stop. Next. At the outset, comma, all the learned advocates for the petitioner as well as the respondents, with a view to shorten the time, agreed upon a consensus order not on merits at this stage.
No, would it appeal to the honorable court which you said? It is submitted by the petitioners at this stage of the petition that they are ready and willing.
All right, no, they are not making any representation. Yes.
They are ready and willing to approach the district
That's what I'm
panchayat.
saying.
At the outset, some of the managed advocates for the respondents with a view to sovereignty and agreed upon the consensus order not on merits at the
Consensus order on the workable mechanism.
At the outset, some of the managed advocates for the respondents with a view to sovereignty and agreed upon the consensus order on the workable mechanism.
Next. All the petitioners are ready and willing to approach their respective district panchayats along with all the details. Those are suggested by way of a checklist. For necessary verification at the instance of at the first instance of panchayat within a period of
15 days, 2 weeks.
Direction.
બધું તૈયાર જ છે સાહેબ. This was supplied long back. 2 weeks.
15 days. Stop. The concerned district panchayats, having received all the necessary details in form of checklist from the respective petitioners, shall verify and send it to the panchayat department within a period of
3 months. 3 months. The number of petitions are
3 months. The panchayat, after receipt of the proposal stroke recommendation from the various panchayat, shall extend the benefits.
Shall consider.
Shall
Consider. No, if it's extend, then we want to add it.
Just a second. Shall extend the benefits in terms of those petitioner who fall within the ambit of within the same line in batch of petition number special certification number 2213 of 2024. Stop. The state government, panchayat department shall be at liberty to take a different view if upon examination
Of the nature of appointment.
of the nature of any details.
Nature of,
Nature of appointment.
no.
Nature of
That is my
detail.
submission.
Nature of detail. So, Lucky.
think of those petitions who are fall within the same line. For the state government, Mama Panchayat Department shall be at liberty to take a different view if about examination of the nature of details.
Are different than that of the petitioners of special certification number 2210 of 2024 and allied matters.
My lord, there are two aspects which weigh with us. One is if you're working under the National Health Mission,
That you
it
will-
turns different. And
That-
then
that
there
you
is a
will-
break in service.
that
There are
you
two
will-
aspects I'm
that
flagging at
saying-
the outset.
And needless to clarify that,
If the petitioners,
I will not say anything.
very well, Neil,
In case the state of Gujarat is of the opinion that a particular petitioner is not falling within the line of special certification number 2213 of 2024 allied matter, then in that eventuality, his claim shall be decided by giving a separate reasons.
Please.
Full stop. The entire exercise by the state shall have to be undertaken within a period of 3 months after receipt of
1 more month, 4 months.
4 months after receipt of the recommendation and or proposal from the respective district panchayat.
Lords, after the proposal is received from the panchayats in this checklist, but the state will not need much time, Lords. I leave it to the honorable court ultimately.
See the numbers. And we will have, nobody will come in 15 days. We will be getting everything piecemeal. And then there will be a rush of contempt.
No. Ultimately, you also,
We
I
are,
am not clarifying.
I know, my
એક
lord.
પંચાયત તો એનું કામ ચાલુ કરી દેવાનું.
હાસ્તો એવું છે. બહુ મોટું કામ છે એમને.
Only one. The panchayat where the petitioner was last working. In many cases, there is a transfer
But
of
that is
panchayat.
a
Last working.
that is the case of
Otherwise, there will be ambiguity so far as the earlier panchayat and last working.
Mr. Trivedi, ultimately, if you fill up the checklist, that will have
Last
further
working
details.
comes.
Concept.
એ last working
Last,
વગર આ
where
મોકલી જ
last
નહીં શકે.
working, that would be clarified and ambiguity will
So
be
you will
clear.
go before the panchayat where you last worked.
Last work.
Which we are presently working, Lords.
All right. શું લખ્યું ઉપર? ના, सबसे पहले ऊपर क्या लिखा?
Of these petitions having of the National
नहीं, उसके बाद लिखा. दो सेकंड पहले.
at the outset of the budget of this context, the sub will be formally time agreed upon the consensus order of the workable material.
That all the petitioners then approach all the petitioners are ready and willing to approach their respective district panchayats. District panchayat lastly served by them.
Lastly, so please.
Certificates which are sought from us is from the panchayat head, the respective panchayat head, with that certificate and documents which we are required to get from the panchayat, they will provide it to us.
No, we are not going into all this. You get what you need.
For example, if I may just read this. રામદાસના સિટી પરથી સાહેબ નિર્મલ કન્વયર સંબંધિત ઘટના ફરજ બજાવતા હોવાનું ઘટના બધાનો પ્રમાણ
શું વાંચો તમે શું વાંચો છો?
ચેકલિસ્ટ में
checklist માં શું?
મતલબ હમણાં તો કીધું, when the honorable court said we'll give you 1 month to give all the details. It was said that we have everything. Then let it be extended. વાંધો નહીં, 4 weeks લો તમે.
But the certificate they will provide as a document. We are only saying that the panchayat.
That would not be workable. In every stage, I cannot issue
They
direction.
huh?
You must have their own details with you. If you want, I can grant instead of 2 weeks, 4 weeks.
Weeks.
Let it be 4 weeks.
No, 2 weeks, please. Let it be 2 weeks.
One hand they said everything is in the petition. We have
All right,
everything.
keep it 3 weeks.
Right.
Lords, one,
Yes.
in those cases where the department finds that these are identically placed, not the benefits can be released in some further time limit.
Correct. If last one, needless to clarify that, in case the state finds the case of any petitioner falling within line of that batch of petition, then the necessary benefits shall be extended to the concerned petitioner within a period of 4 months thereafter.
Please.
Lords, that will take too long period of time, Lords. 4 months is already granted to them.
હવે એક કામ
જી સાહેબ.
જસ્ટ એક મિનિટ હવે હું 3-4 મહિના તું કે એ કયા તારીખથી આપું મને એમ કે તે માગી મેં આપી પણ હવે ડેટ કે ચલ
એમ કહે છે કે 4 મહિનાનો તમને સમય આપેલો પંચાયત પાસેથી આવ્યા પછી એ 4 મહિના પછી ઉપરાંતના બીજા 4 મહિના એટલે 8 મહિના થઈ જાય સાહેબ.
બાકી બાંધવું કેવી રીતના?
તૈયારી બધી તૈયારી એક સાથે નહીં થાય વૈભવભાઈ અહીંથી કન્ટેમ્પની તૈયારી નહીં થાય you can't prepare everything this is why the timelines come and
Yeah,
therefore they said as far as
Mr.
possible
Vyas,
Please,
my lords be
It
pleased
is
to observe
difficult,
this.
difficult to, formulate some strict guidelines or the timeline.
So some reasonable time, Lord. So far as verification is concerned, Lord, sufficient time is granted to them, Lord. As far as payment is concerned,
3
Lord,
months each, 3 months each, instead of 4 months. 3 months each.
Or 3
Please
months
do.
kar do.
As far as possible my lord be pleased
But-
to note
Well,
as far as possible.
liberty will reserve in case of difficulty.
That is always open.
But yeah, but
no as
well,
far
that may be finally disposed.
On merits, I said first of all,
my lord as far as possible my lord I
as
have
far
made
as
a-
possible.
yes
no,
Preferably
no,
within 3 months.
yes
Lord, let it be, no, Lord, no, Lord, let it be 4 months, Lord, but sir, as far as,
No, preferably, otherwise it
Yes.
will be only
no,
immediate.
Lord, let it be 4 months, sir. But, they will say that we,
next round
Or
you
no,
will
no.
decide.
Preferably within 4 months.
yes
three,
That would be further
You
one.
both are happy.
no, હું happy નથી સાહેબ.
Preferably it will be removed.
litigation from that
Lord, they will say before the order, Lord, we have faced Lord, the situation where in contempt bench, Lord, they say that it is ultimately preferably. There is no direction to make payment within a stipulated time period. Therefore, Lord, let it be 4 months, Lord.
It may be deleted.
possible
Please, Lord,
By
please,
preparing,
please.
if I find something, I will do it.
Lord, last time, Lord, but in
we
case,
face
Sir,
800 contempts from them and they
if they do not act, Lord, they will have to
they
face
will-
it, Lord.
no, there will be all mixed groups some entitled
Not
some-
lastly, Lord, but in case of those petitioners wherein the state government comes to a counter review, it will be open for them to challenge the decision, Lord. That may kindly be,
એ result order કીધું challenge થઈ જ શકે ને?
please, Lord. Otherwise, they will say that since this is a consensus.
No, no, it is consensus for the for mechanics.
Please, Lord.
Otherwise, I would have not said for reason order. એ બી મને લાગશે તો
Ji,
પૂછતાઈશ કે.
ji, please, Lord. Sam Abhay. But there are draft amendment in two petitions, Lord.
Joe, you are-
ના ના એ તો
I-
પંચાયતને જોડવાની જે એ લોકોને
All the draft amendment પંચાયત પૂરતા જે બધા લોકો.
જી જી
So serial number 154, when my learned friend is moving the draft amendment, there I have instructions to appear. 154.
એટલે
Uh, I'll ask my colleague.
But I'm aware there is no mentioning, but there is item number 322, which is a stigmatic termination covered matter. Tomorrow similar item is coming, so both may be done before more.
May I mention?
No mentioning.
Your Lordship, only
It's a student matter, madam. 85, this is a student matter, madam. Item 85, Mr. Cabinet, may I request for next week, madam? That's,
Dear Lord, I will be permitted to file my representation in these batch petition 3.
All the learned advocates who has instruction to appear on